Thanks, Tommy, and it is my pleasure and my welcome to everyone who came today. Wayne has been involved in tourism and in the hospitality industry for over 35 years. He was appointed by Governor Haley in 2011 to his current post.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Greenville in the upstate of South Carolina. Wow, what an awesome shot to see all these people here today. I can't tell you what a privilege it is for me to be here. And on behalf of the Governor of South Carolina and the South Carolina Department of Parks, Recreation, and Tourism, I want to welcome you to the Geico Bassmaster Classic presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. What a privilege it is for us, for our state, to be able to host this. If my memory serves me right, I think this is the third time we've had it here on Lake Hartwell. I was not in charge of the weather 3 years ago when it was 17 degrees. So they put me in charge of it this year. So I think it's supposed to be around upper 60s or 70s. But I hope that's great fishing weather for everyone. But I just want to take just a minute to tell you what fishing means to us in our state. It's a big deal for us. Lake Hartwell, the many wonderful lakes we have throughout our state. We have featured an 8-page pullout in our last year's visitor guide for what fish in South Carolina. I really believe that the Geico Bassmaster Classic can do for fishing in South Carolina what the 2012 PGA Championship in Kiowa did for golf in our state. This is a big deal to highlight what is one of our wonderful attributes in outdoor recreations in the state of South Carolina. A $20 billion plus impact for our state. That's a big deal. That's all because of the folks of you that here make this happen. I can't tell you what an honor it is to sit amongst the people who are professionals and fish. I've always fished in this state, both saltwater and freshwater, and would love to do it for a living. And I just say my hat's off to those of you that are here doing it. It is a pleasure to be amongst you today. And congratulations for the food. Wow, I have some of Tony's spices at home. That's wonderful stuff. I can't wait to eat lunch here afterwards. But again, I just want to say what a pleasure it is for all of you to be here. You know, I know 3 years ago it was won by Casey, Ashley, I guess, a native South Carolinian. What a privilege for us it is to have that happen here. And hopefully again, maybe we'll have that happen again. But again, thank you all for being here. And it's a privilege to be here. Enjoy the weather. Enjoy one of the most dynamic cities quite frankly, in the southeastern United States, in Greenville, and enjoy the upstate of South Carolina. And good luck on Lake Hartwell. Thank you.
Fantastic. Yeah, like Amy said, let's not forget about Anderson, y'all. Anderson's a big part of the thing too, and we could get Neil on the way. I will introduce Neil this way. If you actually got married at the Green Pond ramp there, you might be a super fan. I wasn't going to go the other way. A super fan. And Neil is that. He is an angler, a lifetime BASS member. Neil Doyle runs a show in Anderson, and we'd like to hear a few comments from you, Neil. Thank you. I got up here and I thought first I was prepared to not pick a winner for this weekend, but after standing off to the side earlier, Bruce Aiken, you guys know he's a big Alabama fan, and Clemson came up on the short end of the stick in the Sugar Bowl, and he made me sign a $2 bill with the score on it over there. So I've now put my pick in. Jordan Lee, Matt Lee, and Steve Kennedy. You guys are my picks to win War Eagle this weekend. I didn't want to get up and give the normal tourism speech today. Obviously, we're very excited to have you guys back in our area, our upstate, to be able to work with us and our partners at Visit Greenville. But you know, obviously, the third time the Classic's been on Hartwell since 2008. You know, since 2015, the second time. Only 2 fisheries will have hosted more Classics than Hartwell after this weekend. And we're very proud of that, and obviously love having you guys in our community. But I want to follow up on something that Brandon Polinick mentioned last night in the AOI speech that he gave, and I think this is about celebration. And so what I want to do is I want to celebrate something that it's as important to you guys as it is important to me, and it's the platform that Bass has to offer. Our county council resolution to proclaim Friday, March 16, 2018 as Bassmaster Day in Anderson County, South Carolina, and other matters related thereto. Whereas BASS, the Bass Angler Sportsman Society, is committed to enhancing the sport of bass fishing through advocacy for success or access, conservation, and youth fishing, and is considered the worldwide authority on bass fishing and a keeper of the culture of the sport. And whereas Bass has been a leader since 1968 in tournament fishing, community partnerships, conservation efforts, and economic impact for fishing communities, and is celebrating 50 years as an organization this year. And whereas Bass will host the 2018 Geico Bassmaster Classic presented by Dick's Sporting Goods, the 48th Annual World Championship of Professional Fishing, March 16th through 18th, 2018 on Lake Hartwell, with takeoffs from Green Pond Landing and Event Center, a modern $3.1 million facility. And whereas the 2018 Bassmaster Classic will mark the third time since 2008 the Super Bowl of bass fishing has been held on Lake Hartwell in Anderson County, South Carolina. And whereas the members of the Anderson County Council, with gratitude for the enduring partnership between the county and Bass and its continued positive impact on the quality of life and the citizens and the economic health of our region, do hereby proclaim Friday, March 16, 2018 as Bassmaster Day in Anderson County, South Carolina. So if you guys would, let's have a hand for the folks at Bass. And we appreciate all of you guys. And I will tell you this, and just to kind of wrap up, we take a lot of pride in what we do over in Anderson County, just like the folks here in Greenville do. And we're boots on the ground every day at the launch. And I want you to know, you anglers, or who I'm talking to here, all 52 guys, if you have any issues while you're here, whether it's your family, if it's a parking issue, an accessibility issue at Green Pond, we'll be there, and do not hesitate to ask. We feel like there's a lot of lakes in the country, and the people that have lakes have ways to put boats in the water, but the reason you're going to remember us and the reason you're going to come back is the experience you have when you're here and the way that you're treated, and we're committed to making sure that you leave here with the best experience that you can have. I wish all of you the best. Enjoy your day. I know it's a grind, I know it's a lot of work, but do not forget to take time to slow down and enjoy the moment. God bless you all, and thank you very much.
Welcome everybody. We're out here at the 2018 Classic. Look who I'm talking to. How you do, sir?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm glad to be at the 2018 Classic back here on Hartwell, where I got so many memories from the past, and to be able to have an opportunity to try to turn them memories into a win is nice. You never know when the Classic, when it's a chance to go back to a lake that you've had success on. And when they announced the schedule coming here in March, I was even more excited because of the change in weather.
Mr. Lane, I got to talk to your brother a while ago. He was giving me directions out here to find your boat, and he had me on the other side of the parking lot. You would think you'd be able to talk to him about that?
Well, that's Chris for you. He likes to, we come from a big family, and there's a lot of betting going on and a lot of conniving and shystering and whatnot, so that doesn't surprise me somewhat. I'm surprised you're actually here this early, to be honest. He didn't send you to another arena or something.
Well, we had you on first on the list, and when we picked the people to interview, I was only the 3 or 4 people I know, and I even put down I want to interview your brother, but I didn't get a reply from it. But he did say he'd talk to me later. All right, you got here and pre-fished. How did you do pre-fishing?
Pre-fishing was okay. The fish are biting for sure. It's a different time of the year. The trees are blooming, the fish, and the water's up 8 feet. So it's going to be a different Classic for sure, and it's really coming down to who's found the bigger fish. There's a lot of fish biting. You just need to find the ones, the right ones, the 4-pounder, the 5-pounder, stuff like that. That's going to take the guys a long way in this event, and it's really shaping up to be a Classic to go down in the history books.
Well, can we talk a little bit about your family? How's your family doing?
Man, the family's wonderful. There's 58 of them coming up this week to hang out at the expo, or at the wellness center there. and I can't be more excited to have all them cheering me on. There's 74 people that are coming total to root me on. So, you know, I wanna go out there and fish my best for them. But you know, I'm due for a win in the Bassmaster Classic. This is my 10th or 11th Classic, and all of us are out here hungry for a win. And I'm excited to have the opportunity to go out tomorrow and be a part of it.
We wish you best of luck. We'll be at Blast Off tomorrow, and then of course we'll be back to weigh in and see you in the media booth to see how you're doing. We can talk a little bit about it. I just want to wish you best of luck for tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Appreciate everything you guys do.
All right, Luke. Hey, I'm talking to Luke. Luke, where you live at?
Spokane, Washington.
Well, you had a pretty good ride, didn't you?
Yeah, I pretty much live back on this side of the country this time of year fishing and fly back and forth. So
did you get out and get any, how was practice going?
well, we just had the 3 days of practice and then the 1 day before the event. And I had some good days and some bad days. You know, this weather's going to be kind of the wild card. Everybody doesn't know what it's going to do to the fish, if more are going to move up, if that deep bite will play, you know, what's going to go down. So we'll learn a lot more tomorrow.
Well, I wish you best of luck. We'll see you at Blast Off. We'll see you at the weigh-in tomorrow in the media room, but I wish you best of luck, sir.
All right. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
What's your name again?
Luke Clausen.
I've got Ryan Butler with me. Ryan, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm good, thank you. How are you doing?
We're good. What'd you do about pre-fishing this past week? Have you done pretty good?
I've had a couple solid days of practice. I mean, it's a big lake, 57,000 acres, so I spent a lot of time looking around and finding something that kind of suited my fishing style.
All right. Have you seemed to be able to find fish when you was out here?
Yeah, I mean, there's some fish to be caught. You got to figure out how to catch them when it counts, though, and so we'll see what we can do there.
I understand. What's going on up in Missouri?
Oh man, it's kind of like here. You know, the fishing's starting to get good. The water temperature's getting right, and the fish are fixing to do good things up there. So you know, it's that time of the year when you're a fisherman, you love to be out on the water.
I heard that. I wish you best of luck tomorrow. We'll see you at media day. See you at the Blast Off, but we'll see you after you weigh in the fish, sir. Thank you for taking time.
All right, thank you, Herb. Appreciate it.
I do want this. I've got Russ Lane, and I'm really confused. Just for the moment. Russ, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about you?
And you said you had a son here.
Yeah, well, I have two, Bobby and Chris.
Let's see. I think we run into them earlier.
Yeah, they're my sons. For everybody that's wondering, they thought we were brothers, but this week they're my sons.
They're sons now. At least we'll be in Tennessee when this gets run. Have you done on your free fishing?
Oh, it's been okay, but you know, it's a little different than a regular Elite Series event. You want to kind of practice for the conditions, since practice, you know, is a week early, especially in the springtime. Conditions are, you know, centered around revolving fronts, and they usually come every 3 or 4 days. So, you know, you really don't know how your practice is until the tournament actually develops. But I feel good about it.
Well, how's your family doing?
They're doing great. They're doing really good. Actually, my wife is from the Greenville, Spartanburg area, so we've got a lot of family here this week. A lot of people pulling for me, and I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure them guys have a good week as well.
I heard that. Well, thank you for taking time to talk to me, sir, and I hope you do real well tomorrow.
I appreciate it.
We'll see you in the media booth when you get done.
Sounds good.
There you go, Russ Lane. I've got Randy Howe with me again. Randy, how you doing?
Hey, we're doing good today. Got the sunshine and Herb, and we're glad it's warming up. It's been cold here in South Carolina all week. Wind was blowing hard yesterday in practice, and so I'm glad to have a nice warm-up today. And I'm hoping them fish are sitting out there right now looking up at that sun saying, "Thank you, Lord, let me warm up. I want to go spawn." I hope that's what they're saying, because I want them to move up shallow where I can find them hopefully tomorrow.
Are you going to fish them like you did down there in Birmingham, you know, up there around them edges? You know what we're talking about.
I sure am. I'll be throwing that Livingston Howler crawfish colored crankbait first thing in the morning, and I hope I can catch me a good limit on that, and then I'm going to keep hunting and pecking and looking for those bigger fish that are trying to move up as it warms up. And that's my goal tomorrow, is just to, you know, like always, try to catch as much as possible. But I think you got to have over at least 15 pounds at a minimum the first day, just to, you know, to kind of keep yourself in contention for that last day.
Well, so you're talking about the 15 pounds for tomorrow, just to go into the second day for the
No,
last
just
day?
to be. No, I mean just to keep yourself in contention, because it don't matter where you're at place wise. It's pound wise is what matters. So you're not out of contention, on the final day, because you can't win the first day, but you can lose the first day. So you got to just keep yourself. I think it's going to take probably 17 around that 17 or 18 pound a day average for 3 days to win. So about the worst you could do the first day, it would be 15 pounds, but I really hope to have close to 20. It'll be my goal tomorrow.
Well, I'm hoping it'll be up there close to 18, 20 pound first day and 20, 22 pound second day. And that way we know you're going into the third day. That's
that's
our
right.
plan, right?
That's right. That's the plan. I'll talk 25 fish the third day, but you really want to be in the top 10 going into that third day, just to make sure you got yourself in position to be able to move up and win like I did at Guntersville that year. I was in 11th, and last year Jordan Lee was in 15th. So anywhere in there you can still make a comeback, but it's always nice to be close. You're not having to make a big comeback.
Well, I got a lot of people want to talk to you. I do know you and Robin's got a YouTube page. Is that fishing or reading?
The Catch with Randy and Robin. That's our YouTube page, and then we have our Love Seat updates. We do them on my Randy Howell Fishing on Facebook, Randy Howell Fishing on Instagram, and then that YouTube is The Catch. It's like a little fun fishing family type show. So we're all over the social media world. You just look us up and you can find us pretty easy.
There you go. I keep sending your lovely wife messages for me so I don't forget when we get here, and tell her I appreciate her getting back with me on stuff. I wish you the best tomorrow. Blast off.
Thank you, her. Appreciate you guys.
Wear your life jacket and be safe.
I will. God bless y'all. Thank you.
There you go, Randy Howell. Yeah, I didn't. Ready? I've got Greg with me. Greg, how do you pronounce your last name?
Hackney.
And where are you from?
I'm from Gonzales, Louisiana.
Oh, Lee, you little traveling there.
Little traveling.
How'd you do on your pre-fishing?
It seems good. I think the lake's going to be good. I think there'll be a lot of fish caught this week. I think it'll be an exciting weigh-in.
Exciting weigh-in. Do you got any plans? You got any special things you're going to start off with in the morning, or?
Well, basically, I'm just going to kind of wait and let the weather dictate, how I fish. They keep changing it every day, so until we get out there that morning, I won't definitely know. But I got two or three deals to, if I got plan A, plan B, and plan C, hopefully plan A works.
There you go. Well, thanks for taking time to talk to us. We'll see you at Blast Off in the morning. We will see you at the weigh-in after you get done.
Look forward to it.
And hope you come by and talk to us.
All righty. We'll see you.
Thanks, sir. I got Jesse Wiggins with me. Jesse, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How are y'all?
Well, I'm fine. How'd you do pre-fishing this past week?
It wasn't. I caught a bunch of fish. Lake's got a ton of fish in it. Just never really figured out how to catch really big ones. That's my only worry. It's gonna be changing every day though. So I'm just gonna kind of keep my head on a swivel and just keep looking for them.
Keep looking for them. Well, I wish you best of luck. Tomorrow morning, we'll see you at the Blast Off. We'll see you after you go through the weigh-in. We'll be in the media booth, sir. I wish you the best of luck and wear your life jacket and be safe.
I appreciate it. Thank y'all very much.
All right, thank you. I've got Marty Giddens with me. Marty, can you tell me a little bit about your pre-fishing this week?
Pre-fishing the first day was on last Friday. It went kind of so-so. I didn't catch any big weight, but I caught some keepers and some decent fish, 2.5 pounders. The weather kind of went south on us for a couple of days, and Saturday and Sunday didn't work out that good. But yesterday, I got back on a few fish, and there again, I didn't have a big sack, but got an idea. If it works, it'll work, and hopefully it will, But you never know.
Yeah, where are you from?
I'm from Alabama. I live on Logan Martin Lake now in Cropwell, right there close to Pell City, Alabama.
Pell City, Alabama. Do you mind going in about what you're going to start with in the morning?
I really hadn't made up my mind. I got two things I may start. There's some dirty water up in the creek. I may start on it. I'll make my decision tonight maybe when I think about it a little more. And there's some fish out on the main lake in Clearwater I caught yesterday, so I'm kind of torn between them. I don't know which one I need to go to first. So
Well, sir, I want to wish you best of luck. Be safe tomorrow. Wear your life jacket, and we'll see you at the media room tomorrow afternoon.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right, folks, I got Mark Davis with me. Mark, where do you live at?
Mount High, Arkansas.
How have you doing on your pre-fishing, and have you got your plan ready for tomorrow?
Got a plan. Pre-fishing was, I'd say, average. Hart was a good lake. We've had some rough conditions during practice, but weather's improving now, and I expect everything's going to fall in place.
Fall in place. Well, have you got anything special you're going to start with in the morning? Have you got what's on your mind?
Well, I'm going to start out fishing pretty deep, and I think as the week goes on, the shallower fish might start to gin, but we've had a lot of cold nights the last 4 or 5 days, and tonight no exception, 45 degrees, so the water temperature's not going to warm a lot. But beyond that, Friday I may be starting a little shallower, but tomorrow we're going to start deep.
All right, sir. Listen, we wish you the best of luck. Be careful, wear your life jacket, and be safe.
Thank you, sir.
And we'll see you at the weigh-in and media day.
I'll be there.
There you go, sir. Thank you, everybody. I've got Mark Davis again, and I know you're in the Skeeter boat. Tell me about it.
Oh, I love my Skeeter. I've been in fishing out of Skeeter since 2004, and I love every one of them better than the one before. So I've got a love affair with this one right now. FX21, a great ride and lots of storage and a very functional. If as bass fishermen, we all like gadgets, and I've got the gadgets, but if you look at the layout of a Skeeter, they're very functional. I hate to use the word practical, but they're very practical. Good storage, dry, easy to get around in, easy to fish out of.
Does this boat here have that ventilation system Skeeter's got that keeps your stuff that's wet circulated to where help it dry out?
It does. It has that, and I don't remember the exact term for it, if they have a name for it, but it does have that. It's a blower system that you can turn on. When you're fishing out in the rain, you put your rods and reels up and they're wet. You can just flip a switch, plug your charger in, when you come in from fishing, and then it's got a ventilation system internally throughout your storage boxes. It dries everything out.
We keep your raincoats.
Sure, dries everything out for you. Yeah.
Well, sir, thank you so much. Tell me about this Skeeter boat. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Sir, what's your name?
Alton Jones.
And where are you from?
I am from Lorena, Texas, which is about halfway between Dallas and Austin.
Have you gotten out and pre-fished? Have you found what you're going to do tomorrow?
Yeah, I've got a plan for sure, and pretty well everybody in this field is going to have a plan, whether they admit it or not. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting out there tomorrow, seeing. I tried to spend practice looking for things that good weather would help. I actually tried to trust the weathermen this week, even though it was brutal during practice and it was cold and it was windy and it was rainy. I was trusting that this nice weather was coming, and sure enough, it's here. And so, I'm going to try to fish those conditions.
Well, I know yesterday when we were in, we were over by the lake, and it looked like it was doing a little white capping.
Yeah, it was pretty rough. We've had real windy conditions 3 of our 4 practice days, really. So it's been, but we're used to that. It's part of it.
Well, I want to talk about something else. I want to change gears a little bit. First of all, I want to tell you best of luck tomorrow. Be safe and wear your life jacket. We're going to change gears a little bit. I want to talk about this Skeeter boat you're in.
You bet, and I will be wearing my life jacket. Yeah, this is an FX21, and it's just simply the best floor plan in the industry for bass fishing. The way the storage is laid out, and what I really like about it, especially at my age, is when I'm up fishing, is the stability. In other words, I can walk from one side of the deck to the other, and that boat just stays rock solid in the water. It's not real tippy side to side, and that also makes it a little bit quieter when you fish. But it also, Skeeter's always been known for its performance, and it helps make sure that I'm going to be the first in my fish, and I'm going to get there in a comfortable fashion and in style.
Well, I want to ask you about something else, because we've never been in a Skeeter boat yet. We're going to the factory this year, and we're going to go out in a few of them. But one of the guys we were talking to that sells the boats at Anderson Marine in Nashville, Tennessee, is our local Skeeter dealers. When you're running down the lake and shut this off, they're telling me that when it sets down, the water doesn't backflow over the back. Is it?
Yeah, there's basically no backwash at all with the Skeeter, and if you look, there's protrusions in the back. They're called sponsons built into the hull of the boat, and that really keeps the back end up. When you shut it down and it sets down, it keeps you from getting any of that splash up over onto your deck or into your compartments, like is so
which is so common with almost every other brand of boat.
Well, I know we got a bunch of people wanting to talk to you, sir. I want to thank you for taking time to talk to us. You be careful tomorrow, and best of luck to you.
All right, God bless you. Thanks.
Thank you. Sir, what's your name?
I'm Clifford Perch. I'm from Arizona.
And have you got anything planned out this week?
Well, I hope I have a good plan. You know, I'm excited about it. I have been to Hartwell in the past, and so it's been a lake that I've liked. And you know, so far this week, I like it. You know, I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully I can make a good game out of it.
I know the weather's been kind of bad the last couple of days. We were out there yesterday. Looked like it was a little white cap, and you think that's going to be an issue tomorrow?
Well, you know, if the forecast is right, it's supposed to be about half the wind tomorrow. So we're going to get a few more degrees and half the wind, and that just makes it more comfortable to fish. So, you know, honestly, it's going to be the best weather we've had since we've been here. So hopefully be all right.
Well, I know it's better today than it was yesterday for us, because yesterday was a whole lot cooler, and it's warm, and you can tell it's warming up right now. I know how you're going to start tomorrow. You want to talk about that, or you just want to wait?
Well, you know, I've got I think I'm going to be doing a little bit more pattern fishing than spots, you know, and I do have some spots that I like, but I'm going to do a variety of stuff and try to roll with it. I've caught some nice fish and just feel like, you know, when I get to catching them and go to fishing, I'll probably start to hone in on really how I want to be spending more of my time. So, yeah, and it's warming up, so, you know, we're likely to be seeing a little bit of movement, you know, one way or another from how they've been set up in the past weekend.
Well, I want you to have a good time tomorrow. We'll see you at the weigh-in and media day. I'm going to ask you to be careful, be safe, and wear your life jacket.
All right, will do. Thank you.
There you go. Sir, what's your name?
Jason Williamson.
And where you from?
Aiken, South Carolina.
Aiken, South Carolina. Have you done pretty good free fishing?
So. You know, it's the weather's been kind of all over the board. You know, we've had a few cold days, some cold nights, the winds blew, it's dropped the water temperature down a little bit. So I think the way the fish were biting in practice is definitely going to be different than what's going to happen over the next 3 days. Anytime it gets cold like that, and then on these herring lakes, you know, I grew up fishing them, and then, you know, the fishing will get a little bit tougher as the front move through, but it's warming back up now, so the fishing should get back to being pretty dang good there the next 3 days for sure. And I think the best day obviously will be Saturday. It's going to be some overcast and a little bit of rain, and then, but it's still going to be warm.
Right.
So
I know we come by yesterday, and it was a little cooler, a whole lot cooler than today, and that lake was white capped a little bit. Is that, you think that'd be a factor tomorrow? Or you think it'd slow down some?
I think the wind's they're forecasting it to calm down a little bit, and we don't want it to go slick. I think, you know, we need a little bit of breeze, but we don't want a whole lot of wind. It gets a little hairy, gets hard to fish them boat docks when it's too windy.
I heard that. Listen, we'll see it blast off tomorrow, weigh in tomorrow also, but go out tomorrow, be safe, and wear your life jacket and catch a lot of fish.
There you go, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
And we'll be right back. Sir, what's your name?
Rick Morris.
And where you from?
I'm from Lake Gaston, Virginia.
Well, you had a pretty good ride too, didn't you?
Well, not too bad, maybe 300 miles.
Did you have you had a chance to look the lake over? You got an idea how you gonna fish tomorrow?
Absolutely. I came down, looked at it in January. I've also fished it in some invitationals years ago, and of course we've had 3 days of practice, so I have an exact plan of what I'm going to do tomorrow, and that's what I'm doing from start to finish.
Well, there you go. So what do you think?
I'll see you with my hopefully 16, 18, maybe 20 pounds.
20 pounds. Thank you, sir.
All right, you're welcome.